One of the problems in discussing religion with the religious is that atheists, especially those who've never been religious, don't understand that they're playing the game on entirely different fields. Religious folks will have discussions with you acting as if reason, deduction, induction, intellect, even sanity actually means something to them. They don't. Underlying all religious thinking and argumentation is the idea that they are privy to something more, something you haven't experienced and can't possibly understand. And that extra information changes everything, especially reason, which for them is merely a tool to guide you to enlightenment. There's a certain smugness to this. Oh, if only you knew what I knew, or if only you could see what I see. Of course, the tools to get others to know what you know and see what you see are reason, demonstration, repeatability, and universality. These lean almost entirely on our senses. But here again, the religious believe they have another sense, a spiritual sense, which puts us again back at square one. For the religious, life is a trick being played on us where we've all been kept in the dark. But thankfully, they're in on it. They've been chosen to see and understand all the behind-the-scenes string-pulling by God and equally by God's adversary, Satan. They see the patterns, and if there are none to see, well, they'll see one anyway. When you've had a discussion with a religious person and they're finally at that point where your argument has no reasonable, adequate response, don't expect them to surrender and join your team. The secret they know is all they really need. It's their guide, their refuge, their solace, their privilege. And they don't really require anything beyond that. Indeed, that's the point at which they'll probably feel pity for you, you poor soul, so beholden, enslaved really by reason, logic, consistency, science, demonstrable, actionable knowledge. Some of them have actually been caught admitting their privilege. Christian apologist William Lane Craig put it this way: the testimony of the Holy Spirit trumps all other evidence, to which anyone of any faith can lay claim, right? Not so fast. Dr. Craig knows better. Of course, the Muslim can say the same thing, and so we have a standoff. But he does not, in fact, have a genuine witness of the Holy Spirit to the truth of Islam. His experience was either non-veridical or misinterpreted, to which the Muslim will say the same of Dr. Craig's experience. There is no end to this Holy Spirit one-upsmanship. When a person claims to know something based on nothing demonstrable, a mere feeling, there is nothing you can say to change their mind, because their mind isn't even in the game. Their minds aren't even so much closed as they are absent, which is why all discussions between believers and non-believers are in some fundamental way dishonest. To enjoin a rational discussion is to lead others to believe that reason led you to your position in the first place, being both compelling and potentially transformational, something to which you would, could, and should ultimately yield. For the religious, that's simply not the case, nor has it ever been. The only honest argument the religious should be making is the primacy of the Holy Spirit's witness and how one could and should rely solely on its revealed wisdom. That's an honest position. The only honest position, really, for someone like Dr. Craig. The reason Craig doesn't make that argument his primary line of attack when debating an atheist is simple. Atheists are not the only ones who know how pathetic and weak that argument is. There is no argument less compelling than, "I just know," or "I really feel it in my heart," or bosom if you're a Mormon. It's not even an argument, it's simply an emotion, which is really, and sadly, the only argument for religion. Thanks for watching.